in its most basic sense, why have you resigned?
Well, I think I decided that I would anyway when the change in Prime Minister comes, but I just thought I'd do it a couple of days early, just so I could say a few things. In particular, I wanted to pay a proper tribute to the Prime Minister and the Foreign Office, both of which institutions have been under attack, and so I wanted in my letter to make sure that they got a proper recognition, really, for the work they both do.
And in terms of your own future, what role do you think you will now take up? I mean, you have been, even as a colleague of his, as one of his deputies when he was Foreign Secretary, you know, there's no secret that you've got real reservations about Boris Johnson's character.
Yeah, I've certainly got reservations about him becoming Prime Minister, but when I was his deputy, I was totally loyal. We never had an argument. I never bad-mouthed him. So I've served both Foreign Secretaries, and I've no doubt which of the two I think is the more capable and the more competent. So I have very grave concerns that he flies by the seat of his pants, and it's all a bit sort of haphazard and ramshackle. But there's no personal animosity of any sort. I just think he's going to go smack into a crisis of government.
Do you think he's fit to be Prime Minister?
I will never say that he's unfit to be Prime Minister.
Sounds you pretty close.
But I'm not going to. I'm not going to let people put words in my mouth of criticism. I'm a Conservative. I'm a patriot. I want him to succeed. My judgment says that it's going to be very, very difficult.
And what, therefore, do you predict might happen, and what were you trying to do about it?
Well, the real story of today is that actually the timing of my resignation was to try and prompt an emergency debate in the Commons ahead of Boris becoming Prime Minister, and it's probably going to be him, because it's the first time in living memory that we have had a minority government change Prime Minister in mid-term. And the fundamental principle of our democracy is that the Prime Minister is the person who can command a majority in the House of Commons. And that is untested, and it is in doubt. And I thought that in order to avoid a constitutional crisis, we should test that on the Tuesday, tomorrow, before he goes to the Palace on the Wednesday. And the Speaker has denied me and the House that opportunity.
Why do you think that's happened?
I haven't a clue.